Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm so excited to be here. Happy weekend. Thank you so much for taking your time to join us. Thank you for giving me a couple of minutes or hours of your day, of your Saturday. I can imagine that you want to rest today, but here I am asking you to be here. If you haven't met me before, hi, my name is Jen. I am a virtual assistant. I have been working from home for the last 6 years, and I decided that I was going to be sharing my knowledge for free on all the things that I know about working from home, tips, strategies, everything. I'm currently live from Lagos, Nigeria, so please let me know in the comments where you're joining us from. So this is our Saturday school. What we usually do is we come and teach a masterclass, in-depth masterclass for free on here every Saturday from 4 p.m. This is our second Saturday school, and I'm so excited because what was once a dream or once an idea has been consistently happening for the last 2 Saturdays, and it's going to continue to happen for the whole of Q3. So, this is an opportunity for everyone that has wanted to work with me one on one to come and learn for free from me without paying a dime. And the goal of this classes is actually really to give value and impact, not because I want to eventually sell something to you. And I'm teaching exactly what I would have taught you if you paid me for a one on one. So please, once you join, let me know in the comments where you're joining us from. Tell me your name, where you're joining us from, and do me the honors of sharing this live to as much people as you have access to. Um, yeah. Let's share the live to as much people as we have access to so that they can join, because this is about to change somebody's life. It's going to be a lot of value. So let's invite as much people as we can. All the people that you love, all the people that you would like to, change their life as well. Let's invite them to join this session. We're just going to wait a couple minutes for everyone to join, everyone that has shown their interest to join, and then we'll get started. But don't forget to let me know your name in the comment section and where you're joining us from. And please let me know if you can hear me as well. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Please, I would like to shout out. I'd like to give a shout out. I can only give a shout out if you drop a comment, so I know that you are here. Let me know your name and where you're joining us from. We're going to start shortly. I like to keep to time. So this is what 4:03. Once it is 4:05, we will get started. So anybody that is not here by 4:05, no problem. We're going to get started regardless. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday. Thank you for. Oh, you can hear me but can't see me. Are you serious? Is it the same for everybody as well? Hi, Victoria. Thank you so much. Everybody else, let me know. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hi, Lovett. Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Dami. Thank you. Can you see me and hear me? Can you hear me? Now I've confirmed that you can hear me, but let me know if you can see me. Hi, Suliat. Thank you so much for joining. I'm excited to have you here. Let me know if you can see me, please. Let me know if you can see me. I can see you. Okay, cool. Suliat says she can see me. Dan said he can see me clearly. So I'm guessing that it is your network, Victoria. So help fix that. Thank you guys so much for joining. My name is Jen. I am a virtual assistant. I have been working remotely for 6 years now. I've been a virtual assistant for 9 years. I've been working remotely full time for 6 years since 2021. And I have made strides. I have worked with clients all over the globe. I have worked with retainer clients. I have never gone more than 2 months without a job before. And that is why I started creating content, because I feel like there has to be a knowledge gap. That's why there are a lot of people that keep saying that they can't find clients. And today we're going to be talking about this amazing topic. And the reason why I decided we're going to talk about this topic is because most coaches, when they teach you or on social media, it feels like the only type of jobs you can get, or the only credible or worthy job that makes you a good remote worker, is if you get an international client. Everybody keep putting their focus on getting an international client, which is good, of course, which is the dream. But guess what? You can actually find a client in Nigeria as well. And if you are not Nigerian, sorry that it seems like I'm just speaking directly to Nigerians, but you can also apply this to your country as well. Okay. Everything you're talking about here, all the tips and strategies we're going to be sharing, you can apply it in your country as well. So today the topic is how to get Nigerian clients as a freelancer. I'm going to ask that you get a notepad and a pen and take notes. Most people used to say that when people get access to free classes, they don't take it seriously. I would like for us to prove that wrong. I would like for us to prove that wrong, that even if you are receiving this class for free, you will take it seriously. Because truthfully, if you paid me money, this is what I will teach you. So the fact that there's no money attached to this does not mean that you're not getting value. I'm coming here and I'm teaching exactly what I know, exactly the tips that a lot of people that I've shared this secret with has worked for them. Okay. If you are wondering why I'm doing this, why I am doing these free classes, um, why would I share so much knowledge, is because I have a goal in Q3. This is my personal project to give back to the community, to help people. The reason why I started creating content in the first place since 2021 is because I studied microbiology in school, and I have never gone, like I told you, I've never gone more than 2 months without a client before. And every time I hear people say there are no jobs, there are no jobs, there are no jobs, I kept wondering what was the case. It means that there was something I know that people didn't know. So I wanted to share all of those things that I know, just in case it would help somebody get better. And so far it's been helping a lot of people. So I decided that, what, I am going to start sharing it on YouTube as well, because I know people come to YouTube to come and find value. And unfortunately, because of the creator era, a lot of people now create content randomly. A lot of people now create content that most likely, and they're not sure of, but just because they want to create for the algorithm. So I decided I was going to come in and try to make my mark by sharing exactly what it is. And the reason why it's also a live class is so that you can see me, you can hear me, you can ask me questions live, and you know that I am telling you the truth. I am not telling you a what's the word, something I've already crammed to come and tell you, like it will be in most videos. Okay, so sit tight, relax, and let's get on this journey together. Remember, if you know anybody that is trying to work remotely, your best friends that you're trying to work with, you have a goal to change your life in 2026, please share this live session with them so that they can join us. Oh, Miss Comfy said, I studied microbiology, so perfect. So I am live from Lagos, Nigeria. So please let me know where you're live from, where you're joining us from. I see a lot of people. I see Miss Comfy. I see Victoria. Thank you so much for joining. I see Dan. Thank you for joining. Dami Vikio. Thank you so much for joining. Suliat. Thank you so much for joining. Loveth. Victoria, thank you so much for joining. I am excited to have you here. So let us, get started so that we're not wasting our time, because like I said, I value your time. I understand how much it means for you to stop what you're doing to just come and hear me. Okay, Shama said from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, cool. Suliat says Lagos, Nigeria. All right, I'm excited to hear. Comfort says Ibadan. All right, perfect. Okay, now you may be wondering, why start with Nigerian clients? Like, why work with Nigerians? If everybody keep telling you when you are looking for a job or when you are looking for clients, you should target international clients. Why start with Nigerian clients? Number one, it is easier to find as a beginner because you are Nigerian. and there are a lot of people around you, a lot of business owners around you. So it's easy to actually speak to somebody in Nigeria. It's easy to convince a Nigerian. You understand the struggle, you know the lingo and everything. Whereas trying to work with an international client, first things first, you're competing with a lot of people that are already looking for those international clients. And then number two, some clients are racist. Number three, some clients, because of your Nigerian accent. Some people, honestly, some clients do not mind your Nigerian accent, right? But for some of us Nigerians, we already feel bad that we don't have an accent. So we go on that call and, sort of mess up, and we don't eventually get the client. So there's a lot of things. So working with a Nigerian client will actually help you get comfortable, get confidence enough for you to start looking for, other clients. Another reason why you should start with Nigerian clients is the fact that you can build your portfolio and testimonials. The work you are doing for these people, the things you are doing, you can use it to build your portfolio, you can use it to gain experience, so that when you eventually have the opportunity to, say, interview for an international role, you already have something you can say to them, something you can show to them. And truthfully, most of the things that we will do for our Nigerian clients are still some of those things that you do for your international clients. So it's still the same. The difference is maybe their audience is different from your Nigerian clients' audience. Okay. Next thing is no payment wahala. You don't have payment issues. If you work remotely right now, you want to collect your money, there are a lot of digital banks available, a lot of banks that can help you, a lot of platforms that can help you collect your money. But sometimes this platform can be down, so you are not able to collect. But if you are working with a Nigerian, all they just need is access to your account details, and they send it. I have a student that she has been working with this particular client, I think, for since March or April. No, since March, yes. And guess what? It is my own US bank account that she has been using to collect payments, because all the platforms that she keeps trying, there's just been issue and she doesn't want wahala. So imagine if it were a Nigerian client, right? It means that she would have gotten a lot of she would have just been getting her money directly. And also another thing is the fact that you don't have to wait. If you are collecting your payments from all of those online banks that help you collect payment, international payments, sometimes you have to wait for 2 working days, 5 working days, 1 week, or 7 working days, whichever it is. But if it were a Naira account, immediately your client transfers your money, you've gotten it, right? Another thing is it gives you the opportunity to learn client management before going global. You already will know what it means to work with the client. You already know that clients have different personalities. So the fact that you are working with a hard client right now does not mean that all your clients in the future rather, is going to be hard. The fact that you're working with a calm client right now does not mean that all the people that are going to work with in the future is going to be calm. So it helps you just understand what it means to work. Because tell you what, right? No matter how much theory you learn, no matter how much of these things you learn, when you start officially working with a client, you discover that there is a little bit of difference, because now you are in a live place where you are expected to, act. You're expected to deliver results, and that can go a type of way sometimes. And also, many Nigerian businesses need help right now. Like, a lot of businesses need help right now, especially because some people are juggling their business and maybe their 9 to 5, or maybe the job that they are currently doing. So it makes it difficult for them to handle everything on their own. So they need somebody to help them. And of course, they will want to hire somebody that they can relate to, somebody that they know. Then another thing, again, like I already mentioned, it's a stepping stone to international clients. Once you've been able to master working with Nigerian clients, it's going to be easy for you to work with international clients, because you've already been in the system and you already know what is expected. So you will not be waiting around to be told what to do. Okay. In our classes like this, we take questions. So after every section, I will take your question before we move to the next. So as we are going, if you have any questions, you think of something, you are confused, you don't have to wait till the end of the class. Just drop it in the comment section and we will take it as we go. Okay. Yeah. So now that we've established the fact that you can work with Nigerian clients, you should work with Nigerian clients. Why you should even work with Nigerian clients. Now let's look at the people that are hiring in Nigeria. Since we say, okay, oh, Nigerians are hiring, so who are those people that are hiring in Nigeria? Number one, small business owners. A lot of people that have businesses, especially, you may now be wondering, okay, if I'm going to be working with Nigerians and they know that I'm Nigerian, what if they want me to come in physically? Well, let me tell you the reason why they can still hire virtual assistants is the fact that we now know that social media has given us the opportunity to reach wider people. So almost every business is bringing their business online. And I've said this before in one of my old classes. People prefer, or people will always go for virtual assistants because it reduces operational costs. How do I mean by that? If I, as a business owner, so one of my dreams is to own a scented candle business, right? Say I decide that my career is going well, my career as a creator on YouTube as well is going well. I want to start something else. Remember, I already have two things I'm doing, right? I want to start something else. I want to start my business, selling candles. And I start to work from home. Say I turn half part of my office into my production room and I'm creating. It will pay me more to work with people virtually than to work with people physically. Because if I want to work with people physically, it means I have to go and get a shop. It means I'll be paying rent. Aside from getting a shop, it means I have to get solar in my shop. It means I have to get generator in my shop in cases where it's been raining and no sun to charge the solar. I have to get I have to make my shop look nice. I have to spend money on interior design for my shop. After that, I have to get laptops that my people are going to work with. I have to get work phones. I have to get data. That is a lot of money compared to if I were doing the business at home and working with people virtually. I don't need to buy them laptop. As a virtual assistant, you use your laptop or you use your phone. I don't need to buy them phone because they will use their phone. I don't need to buy them data because the salary already covers that and they will. So the only thing I'm spending money is just production. Whereas if I were working in a shop, if I had my shop, it means I'll be covering everything plus production and salary. So you see the reason why businesses, small business owners are going to be hiring people to work with them virtually. So we have small business owners. Think people that sell clothes, people that sell wigs. We have a lot of wig business owners right now. People that sell food stuff, people that do fashion. So many of those small business owners, people that you consider business owners or small business owners, they're hiring virtual assistants. Next is coaches and course creators, people that are creating courses, people that are doing coaching, people that are doing consultancy. They are hiring virtual assistants. Next is e-commerce brands. E-commerce brands like Jumia, e-commerce brands like Selfany, Seller, all those people, they are hiring as well. Real estate agents, we know that, especially in Lagos, I don't know of other places in Nigeria, but a lot of people are now embracing real estate so much. All this Airbnb, whether it is in land or Airbnb businesses, all of them, they are hiring virtual assistants. Event planners, so many event planning going on right now. They're hiring virtual assistants. Travel agencies or people that are travel planners that organize travel for people, they are hiring. Content creators, they are hiring. Startups are hiring. Busy professionals, people that have a full-time 9 to 5 job and they're trying to build their personal brand online, because again, personal branding is now a thing and it helps people attract more opportunities. Those in the corporate world, they are too busy with their job or they don't even understand so much, so they need a virtual assistant that can work for them. Now you may be wondering, okay, Jen, you've said so many of these things. um I'm sure you're confused. How can I be a virtual assistant to all those people? That is when, or that is where understanding who a virtual assistant is comes into play, and understanding the different services you can offer as a virtual assistant come into play. Now, who is a virtual assistant? I always say that a virtual assistant is somebody, a professional or an individual, whatever you want to call it, that can provide certain services required for a business owner or an organization. So it means that whatever service that this client need that you can offer, you are offering them as a virtual assistant. I know that most people think being a virtual assistant only mean, oh, email management, calendar management. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, if an event planner needs a video person or a video editor, you can actually apply as a virtual assistant that is skilled in video editing, and they will hire you. A content creator, as a virtual assistant, you can work with a content creator as a creative assistant. What do? You help them with research. So you help them research what is trending, you help them research new style or new ways they can do their video. You can also help them reply to their comments. You can help them manage their emails, partnerships, emails, people that are reaching out. You can also help them reach out to brands on their behalf. Small business owners, you can do customer support virtual assistant for them. You can also do video editing virtual assistant for them. You can also do product writing virtual assistant for those of them that have their websites, helping them manage their websites, helping them with product description, all of those things. There are so many things you can do. I'll tell you, right? One of the reasons I decided that, I am going to fully establish myself as a virtual assistant is because of the fact that I know that the umbrella of virtual assistant is very wide. I'll tell you the different things I've done so far as a virtual assistant. I've done social media management. I have done graphic design. I have done script writing. I have done video editing. I have done email marketing and email management. I have done calendar management. I have done community management. I have done course creation, helping creators, coaches to create their courses, helping them manage their businesses. I've also done website management as well as a virtual assistant. All of these as a virtual assistant. So this lets you know that there are so many opportunities that you can take advantage of in the virtual assistant industry, not just administrative or executive virtual assistant. Yes, executive virtual assistant is popular, administrative virtual assistant popular, but there are so many things. I'll tell you, one of the ways I used to break into Upwork was not as an executive virtual assistant or an administrative virtual assistant. It was as a course launch virtual assistant. What does a course launch virtual assistant do? They help you come up with your curriculum, help you come up with whether the talking points that you're going to be using for your courses, or that the coaches are going to be using for their courses, or even come up with the slides, design the slides for you. They can also go as far as creating or producing the video on your behalf. So whether the person, the course creator, want to record it, or they want to use AI to do the course for them, you can do that. I have done so much of that, help create courses, help manage the course platforms as well as a virtual assistant. So I need us to open our mind. Open our mind. There's so much. Virtual assistance is not limited to just calendar management. Open your mind. Once you are able to open your mind to the different things that you can do as a virtual assistant, it will become easy for you to get clients, because all you just need to do is to have conversations, talk, especially because you're trying to get Nigerian clients. You can also meet people physically, discuss with them physically without having to wait virtually for them, or expecting them to just reach you virtually for them. Different things you can do. So before we get into where to find clients, I'm going to check if you have any questions. Feel free to drop it in the comment section and I will answer you before we get into the next section. And let me know all I'm saying, is it making sense for you? Are you understanding? Are you learning something new? Is it hitting home for you? Is it opening your mind to a lot of things that you most likely have not been paying attention to? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you once again for joining. Thank you. I see a lot of people. Suliat from Lagos, Comfort from Ibadan, Lizzie from River, um hi Jennifer, welcome, so glad to see you. I see Bumi from Lagos, Dami from Lagos. Sulia says please like the live. Yes, so thank you so much. Like the live, please click again, like the live. Lizzie says come again. What am I coming again on? Like, what do you want me to repeat? What do you want me to repeat? Let me know in the comments. Um, Lizzie says, I'm learning. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you're learning. I hope you are writing. I hope, again, you are opening your mind. I hope you are opening your mind and you are seeing the different possibilities that will come. So please like the live, like the live. Thank you so much. Like the live. Caleb from Oyo. Okay. All right, cool. I see that there are no questions. If there are no questions, doesn't mean that you're understanding it. Doesn't mean you're having a great time. Doesn't mean that it's been clear. Let me know in the comments so that we can continue. Now we are going to be entering into where to find Nigerian clients. Remember that we are focused on Nigerian clients. We are focused just on Nigerian clients at the moment. The services I have to render. I mentioned a lot of services already. So when you watch the replay, you can write that down again, or better still, somebody in the comment section, if you wrote all the services I was talking about, please type them for her in the comment section so that she would, so that she would hear. Up type it for Lizzie. You can pick your accountability partners at this point so that they can, teach you. So, like I said, there are a lot of services you can offer. I will continue now since we have no question. Somebody please type out those things I mentioned in the comment section. This will also let me know that you're listening, you're paying attention to the class. Okay. All right, now. So where to find Nigerian clients? Where to find these clients? The first is Instagram. There are a lot of clients on Instagram, right? And guess what? There are also a lot of clients that are putting out job posts on Instagram. How I got my third job, actually, my third job as a virtual assistant, how I got it was from Instagram. I was scrolling and I saw a job post by one of my favorite influencers and marketing experts. She had put it out that she was looking for a research assistant, a content and research assistant. And I applied. So people think that when we talk about finding clients on social media, on Instagram, for example, it just means only cold DMing or cold reaching people. No, that's not the only way. You can actually just go on Instagram, use the hashtag jobs or vacancy, open it, and you see a lot of people that have posted available jobs. I have a client that I think sometime last month, she put out a job vacancy for a social media virtual assistant. So people are putting out job applications. People are putting out job vacancies. You just need to find those job vacancies and apply for them. That is one way you can use for on Instagram. So check Instagram profiles of organizations and personal brands. When they're hiring, they usually put it out there. Even most recently, Hairs Holding, Tony Elumelu's one of his company, they put out job application that they are looking for some people to hire. So check profiles and also check Instagram stories as well. Some people put it out on their Instagram story instead. Even most recently, Trisha Bees as well posted that she was looking for somebody to do something for them virtually. So if you are paying attention to all of those things, you can see it to apply. Another way you can do that also is by cold reaching on Instagram. So before you can cold reach though, you have to have followed that person for a while. You need to make sure that you're following the person. You need to make sure that you're engaging with the person. Engage with them for like maybe the first 1 month or better still 2 weeks, and then you reach out to them. And when reaching out to them, you need to use the right way to cold call. Maybe one of these Saturdays as well, we will treat cold reaching or cold calling or cold DMing the right way on our Saturday school. But those are some of the ways you can. When you are cold DMing as well, you can also ask them if they are not looking for somebody, they can recommend you to somebody. Another way you can find clients as well is if you are posting content so that clients can find you this time. When it comes to cold reaching, you need to also make sure that your profile looks like somebody that they want to hire. You can't be reaching out to a business owner that you want to work with them as maybe their customer support virtual assistant, especially if you see that they have a lot of comments or they gather a lot of engagement on their page, and then you're reaching out to them that you want to work with them as their customer support virtual assistant, but then they open your page and they don't say anything about you being a customer support. You don't even necessarily need to be posting content consistently. Just make sure that your bio shows that you are a customer support virtual assistant. That is another topic for another day, but that is how you can find clients on Instagram. Next is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we all know LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the OG. Once your LinkedIn resume, your LinkedIn profile is properly optimized, very key, there is something called the job alerts feature on LinkedIn. You can turn on job alerts for LinkedIn for Nigerian companies looking for virtual assistants. Turn on the job alerts and just watch LinkedIn sending you applications. Every time a company just put out that they are looking for somebody to work with, you will get the job applications and then you go and check. Another way is if you check LinkedIn, if you go, let me check my phone. Unfortunately, I can't share my screen for you to see that. But let me go on LinkedIn. So if you open LinkedIn, I don't know if you can see my screen. If you open LinkedIn, right down the top here, you see, oh, I went to press something else. You see jobs. If you scroll down, I don't know if you're using an Apple phone or an Android, but if you scroll down, you will see jobs. If you click on jobs, you will see different available jobs. Just go on your phone right now. If you're able to go on your phone, or if just in case you're using your phone to watch this session, collect somebody's phone, even if it's their LinkedIn you're going to go on, just go on it. You see where there is jobs. If you click on jobs, you see different jobs available. All you just need to do is look through the one that you want and apply. So that's one way, through the job features on LinkedIn, right? Another way is as you are scrolling, you can also see companies that put out their hiring. There's this feature on LinkedIn that allows people to put out that allows people to indicate if they are hiring or open to work. So if on your profile you activate open to work, LinkedIn algorithm will be pushing profiles that have that hiring to you so that you can see what it is you're hiring for. You can also use the vacancy or hiring hashtags on LinkedIn. Click on them and you see all the job posts that have been put out there using those hashtags. You can find there as well. Another way is if you follow certain pages, follow pages of companies that maybe you like or you like to work with. If you follow those pages, once they put out their job vacancies, you can see it as well and apply. Then you can do cold reaching on LinkedIn. The way I explained for Instagram, do it the same way. It is still going to work. Join communities. How do you join communities? Follow hashtags. Use those hashtags that you see that those communities are using. Then another way as well, you can just put up a post, maybe every week or every 2 weeks, you can put out a post to say, oh, I'm currently looking for a role in this, that. These are the things that I can do. Find attached my portfolio. Anybody looking for work, you can reach out to me and I'll be available to work with you. I have said this before. I think in one of our live sessions, our co-working sessions, I said looking for a job is a form of marketing. You are marketing yourself. So you have to do all the things that you need to do that can give you clients or that can make people be able to notice you. Okay. The third place you can find Nigerian clients is Twitter, or the one that is called X now. Again, hashtags. Most people used to think that hashtag is dead because before, when you use hashtags, you can grow on social media. But right about now, it's not. Hashtag is not just for growth. Hashtag is for you to be able to find people that have your interest, or people that are sharing the kind of things you are looking for. So anybody that is posting a job, they will always put hiring. They will always put job alerts. They will always put job vacancy. So search all of those and you will see some communities as well on Twitter. Join job spaces, or what they call it. No, not job spaces. You know what Twitter call space, X space. I hope you know what I'm talking about. On Twitter, if you go, it's like an audio call that people have, a community of people have. Join those spaces. You hear people talking about different jobs, where to find jobs, people that are currently hiring, and you can apply. Another way is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is it's so surprising. Do you know why? Because people think WhatsApp is just only for connection, just connecting with people. Do you know that there are some people that when they are looking for a candidate or somebody to work with, they can post it on WhatsApp to say, "Oh, I'm looking for somebody to work with. If you know anybody, recommend me." Some people as well that maybe on their feed they see a lot of job vacancies, they can go and post it on their WhatsApp. I used to, if I see job vacancies, I used to post it on my Instagram story. Some people will post it on WhatsApp, so you can just see, just note the people that you have on your list that are serious people in quotes, and be checking their profiles, be checking their WhatsApp status. They can actually post something that will help you, or they can post maybe somebody that is looking for a job and you reach out to them to recommend you. Aside from people's status, even WhatsApp groups, different WhatsApp groups, a lot of coaches now or consultants, they have WhatsApp groups where they host their community members. And when things like that, when they have like a job, maybe they are looking for somebody to work with, instead of them to go and put it out in the open, they will put it out in their community first to say, "Oh, I'm looking for this person. You can reach out to me if you can do it, or better still, recommend me to somebody." It is very important to be part of a community because um 50% of people, I think I've posted this thing before, that 70% of jobs that we see that are really available do not come out. They go through communities. If I'm looking for somebody to work with right now, I will check my community first to say, "Oh, I'm looking for somebody to work with. Oh, is anybody available?" If they don't, if none of them are available, I will not ask them, "Do they know anybody?" before I can come out and put it out for strangers to apply. And that's what a lot of people are doing. So being in a community or having access to a community can actually put you forward. And WhatsApp have those communities that you can be a part of. Next is Facebook groups. One of my mentees recently got a job from a Facebook group. There are a lot of Facebook groups. Yes, there are, with people creating content, nonsense content here and there. Some Facebook groups are inactive, or some Facebook groups do not hold any value at all. But we cannot say because some Facebook groups or some groups do not work, now discredit the other groups that work, or make the full assumption that other groups don't work as well. Other groups work. You just need to find those groups, join the groups, and participate in the groups. Because guess what? People are applying. Everybody is looking for like minds. Everybody is looking for like minds. And when they see groups that they have like minds in there, they would engage. And some people will not even really engage if they they don't think that the people in the group have something meaningful to say, or the people in the group can give them value. Now I'll give you the gist of how this mentee of mine got the client on Facebook group. She said that she's part of the group. She used to comment, she used to share value. Somebody had dropped a message asking a question, and she answered the question. And when the person now needed somebody to work on something, because of the fact that she had already offered value before by answering her question, that's how she reached out to her to start working with them. Another mistake that most people do is because of the fact that you are looking for a client, a potential client, or somebody that you think can hire you, will be looking for answers to a particular question. You can't say it because, oh, they did not pay you to say it, so you just keep quiet. No. When you are very upfront about your knowledge, about your expertise, even offering to do things for free for people, it makes them feel like, number one, okay, you are really good at what you are doing. Number two, Not everybody wants to do things by themselves, as long as they have a budget. Not everybody wants to do things by themselves. Some people want somebody to do it for them. So that means that if you offer to do something for free, or you give free value to somebody, next time they have that problem, or if it's a recurring issue that they usually have, instead of them to come and be asking you again, they'll just want to pay you to do it for them instead, because they want to use their time to do other things instead. So Facebook groups, join Facebook groups. Another thing is your existing network. We underestimate our existing network so much, because maybe the people we have in our network are our classmates or our classmates, people that they don't have businesses. But one thing I say is, your immediate network may not necessarily be your employer, but they can recommend you to somebody. When I decided I wanted to go fully remote in 2021, how I got my second client was somebody that used to know me in school when I was in university, that recommended me to a friend of hers, that told her that his client was looking for a virtual assistant to work with. Just imagine that. How? Usually, I always post on WhatsApp. I always post what I do. I don't even post as much as I used to anymore. But before, everything I do, the live classes I'm having, everything I'm doing, I'm posting about it. If I'm working on a particular document, I'm working on a strategy for a client, I'm doing meetings, I'm always posting. So the post that I was posting about the work I do now made some people in my network know that, okay, oh, Jen is good at this thing, especially because Jen has been consistent with it over time. So now, if they go outside and they hear somebody say they are looking for a virtual assistant, or they're looking for somebody that will help them with social media content or marketing, they will recommend me. If their family member or their aunties or their uncles, or maybe they're even at an event and they hear somebody say about talk about it, they remember Jen. So that is what your existing network can do for you. If you feel like you don't have quality people, in quotes, that is people that can pay you in your network, look beyond the fact that they don't have money right now. Look at the fact that the kind of access they have, you may never have that kind of access. But because they know about what you do, they can recommend you. So tell everybody what you do. Tell everybody, oh, I am a virtual assistant, or I am providing this service. I have video editing skills. I am a video editor. I am a graphic designer. I am a script writer. I am an email marketer. I can write emails. I can manage social media. Tell them all those things and say, oh, if you know anybody that is looking for somebody to do this for them, please let me know or recommend me. I'm available. Tell them consistently. One thing I used to tell my students is, if you are introducing yourself, do not just introduce yourself with your name. Even if you are in a casual gathering, introduce yourself with your name and what you do and the people you help. So that even if, again, like I said, they cannot hire you, if they ever hear somebody outside say, oh, they are looking for this thing that you already say you do, or they are having the particular issues you already say you solve, they would always recommend you. So do that, right? Also, next is through job boards. There's something called job boards. What are job boards? Job boards are just majorly places where you can find jobs, places where people are listing out their jobs. So like Jobberman. Jobberman. I think my first years as a virtual assistant, I used to look for jobs on Jobberman. If you just go Jobberman, you will see jobs. Now I'm talking about Nigerian based job boards, right? Nigerian based job boards. So let me just recap everything I've already talked about. Where to find Nigerian clients. First thing first, Instagram. So I mentioned before, hashtags. So use different types of hashtags. Look at some examples that I have for you, the different types of hashtags you can use. Whether Lagos business, if you're in Lagos, people in Oyo, you can put Ibadan business or Ibadan business owner. If you're in Abuja, Abuja business or Abuja business owners, You can use Nigerian entrepreneur, Nigerian startup, small business Nigeria, all those hashtags. So look for people in your niche who need help. Look for people in the niche that you like to work with. Look for people in the niche that you like to work with. That is the area that you like to work with. If, let's say, as a lady, you like beauty, you like fine things, you like to look good, you like to look cute and all that, you can look for people in the fashion business. You can look for people in the makeup business, lip gloss, beauty, cosmetics, all of those things. You can look for people in the wig business, all of those things. You can look for people in that. As a guy, if maybe you like tech or you like finance, you can look for people in the tech space. You can look for people in the finance space. If you like sports, you can look for people in the sports space. It works. Then, like I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that you engage. Use 2 weeks to engage first. Use 2 weeks to engage. How do you engage? Comment, like, share. Even in their DM, believing if they put out a story, react to the story so that they can be seeing your name small, like, oh, this person, who is this person? When you eventually reach out to them in the DM, that is if you want to cold call them, it will be easy for them to respond. Why? Because they've already seen your engagement. Because most businesses, creators, and everybody, they see the engagement that you give them, both liking, sharing, commenting, and all that, as a form of you supporting them. So they've already seen that, okay, you support, it means that you like what they do. Again, it's very important that you have to like the thing that the person you are trying to reach out to does. If you don't like their work, if you don't even like them as a person, you are wasting your time, because if you eventually even get access to working with them, it will be boring for you. It will be boring, and before you know, you've lost the job. Then LinkedIn, optimize your profile. Make sure that your profile is properly optimized. I most likely will do. Let me know if you want a LinkedIn optimization video, how to optimize your LinkedIn professionally so that you can attract remote work. If you want that, just comment LinkedIn optimization in the comment section, okay? And I'll work towards that. We can do that. We can do that either as a masterclass, or that is in our free Saturday school, or I can just post it as a video and you can watch, right? Connect with decision makers in the DM, in your follow. When you are following them, you are sending connection requests, all of that. Post valuable content. Again, like I mentioned earlier, you don't necessarily need to, if you are not a content creator, or you are not trying to be a content creator, you don't necessarily need to post content consistently, especially in a platform like LinkedIn. Just make sure that your profile is optimized. When I got my first clients through LinkedIn, I don't think I was posting consistently on LinkedIn. I just made sure that my profile looked like what I claimed I was. Then I was positioning as a social media virtual assistant. I made sure that my profile was like that. And then my resume, my portfolio, everything was on my profile. So that when I apply, because most of these recruiters, when you apply, what happens is they go and check your LinkedIn profile to see you first and decide if they want to work with you or not. So make sure either you're posting valuable content if you're trying to be a creator. If you are not, again, the strategy I told you where I said you can post about looking for a job, say every 2 weeks or even every month. It depends on how serious you are and how urgent you need to find a job. If it's very urgent for you, you can post about it every week. Let everybody just know. The more you post about it, people are hearing, people are seeing, people, before you know, people will start even sharing jobs for you in your DM. They see a job because they know. People can even start recommending you, because sometimes a client can reach out to a virtual assistant or a remote worker to come and do something for them, but they are not available. But then they remember that, okay, this person has been looking for a job for a while and they're posting about it. Let me recommend this person instead. And then they recommend you. So putting yourself out there is for your own good. Honestly, it's for your own good. You don't have to be a creator. The mistake everybody makes now is when it comes to showing up on social media, they think that they have to be a creator. You don't have to be a creator. Just come and show or talk about what you are looking for, the work you can do, and that's it. People can reach out to, just do that consistently. And when I say consistently, it doesn't mean every day. You can do that 3 times in a week. You can do it once a week, sef. But just make sure that if you decide that it is once a week, it is once a week. If you decide that it is twice a week, it is twice a week. But just do that. And then X. Nigerian businesses are very active on Twitter, very, very active on Twitter. You can follow and engage with those entrepreneurs, share valuable tips and insights, build visibility before pitching, join conversations in your niches, join all those spaces, Twitter spaces that I talked about, follow the hashtags, you will see different jobs. WhatsApp again, like I mentioned, there are different groups. Join entrepreneur and industry groups. A lot of people, if you click on their link in bio on Instagram, on LinkedIn or Facebook, you'll see that they have links to their WhatsApp group or their WhatsApp channel. Join. Even Telegram as well. I think on Telegram, if you go on Telegram and search for different terms, you can do that. Or if you are unsure of the WhatsApp group to join or how to go about it, just ask people. If you are in any job, if you are in any group or any community, please add me. And when you join those groups, don't go and misbehave. Follow their rules and regulation. If they say they don't do promotions, please don't do promotions. If they say they don't post links of different things, please don't do that. Okay. And Facebook groups and local network, that is your personal network. We've talked about that. Different types of groups that you can join. For on Facebook, you can search Nigerian entrepreneur or business owners of Nigeria. Just search the groups that have Nigerian entrepreneur in the name. You can join those groups. Small business owners, you can join groups that are dedicated to small business owners. You can join industry specific groups, so like finance or health or gym or whatever is the industry you are trying to get into that you want to work in as a virtual assistant. Even freelancer communities, work from home, job boards, just type different things. Social media is like Google. You know how Google, or even let's say ChatGPT now that everybody's using, how you can just go and type anything and then it will show. Use your social media like that. If you are trying to join a freelance community, you don't know what, or you don't know the name to use, or which freelance community am I thinking to join, just go and on your Facebook, just type freelance. You see different groups to come. Let's do a quick check. Let me get my phone. I'm going to go to Facebook. Unfortunately, I can't show you, but I'm on Facebook. You can do that as well on your end. Click on Facebook, type freelance, and go to groups. You see, different groups are showing. Different groups are showing here. I see virtual stroke executive assistant freelancers is a group. Online freelancers PH is a group. Freelancers easier is a group. Freelancer in Nigeria is a group. Freelancers in Nigeria bracket. Upwork, Hubstaff, AngelList Jobs is a group. Online remote jobs and freelancing. You see, all I just needed to do was to type freelancing, and all of these things show. Let's try Nigerian entrepreneur now. You see, Nigerian entrepreneur, and then make sure that you click on groups. You see, a lot of groups are here. We see small business owners in Nigeria, entrepreneurs and business builders in Nigeria is a group. Nigeria Business Forum is a group. Nigeria stroke South Africa Growth Network is a group. Young entrepreneurs in Nigeria, women in business in Nigeria. So you see there are a lot of groups. All you just need to do is search. I feel like as a people or as young people, we are always in our head, especially if maybe you are used to getting no a lot of times. We are always in our head, so we don't know that we can actually do stuff. You can do so many things. You can just type anything that comes to your mind, and even if it's not, even if you don't have the particular term you are looking for, think of something that sounds like it or something that is close to the term you're looking for, type it, and everything is going to show. Then your local network, like I mentioned, people you already know, your churches, your old schoolmates, tell them, oh, I am looking for a job, or I have these skills, I can do this, I can work with this kind of people. Please, if you know anybody, go for events. There are a lot of free events. I recently started thinking about this myself. I don't go for events, even if there are free accesses. A lot of events are free. And the ones that are not free, a lot of them are cheap. So one of the things I'm committing from next month, this is July, from August like this, I will start going for events, even if it is once or twice, 1 or 2 events in a month. I will try to go, because when you go for this event, you can meet people. Aside from meeting people, you can get different information that on a normal day you will not get that information, but then you get those information and then you can now use it. And connecting with people, you are widening on your network. Remember that remember what I said about WhatsApp status, right? Imagine going for an event, especially maybe an event about work or business or whatever, and then you exchange contact and you're watching status, and they now see your status about looking for a job or the skills that you can do. Excuse me. If they know anybody that is looking for somebody, they can recommend you. Or better still, they know somebody that is looking for somebody that is looking for a job, or that is looking for somebody that will give them a service, right? They post it on their WhatsApp status. You see it and you reach out to them. Oh, this is Jen from this event. We connected. We even took pictures and all that. And this job that you apply, remember I told you that I do this, I do that. Can you please connect with that person? That's why, again, remember that when you're introducing yourself to people, introduce your name, what you do, and the kind of people you help. Most people think the only way you can do that, or the only reason you should introduce yourself with your name, what you do, is if you're already doing it. No, if you learn about virtual assistant, or you have this skill, you have this skill, you're automatically that thing. For example, you have great editing skills, you like to edit video, you're already a video editor. You don't need to have gotten a certification in video editing or have gotten your first clients before you can call yourself a video editor. No, you're a video editor. You learn certain virtual assistant skill, you can manage email, you can do executive assistant. Even if you've never gotten a job before, call yourself that. Introduce yourself as that. And people will know in their subconscious that this person does this. And when they see somebody that's looking for the thing you do, they can recommend you. Some job boards that I was talking about, we have Jobber Man, we have My Job Mag, we have NG Careers, and then of course LinkedIn Jobs. All you need to do, go on Google, type Jobber Man, you will see everything. Go on Google again, My Job Mag. I think there's also another one, Remote Paddy. There's Remote Paddy as well. There's Hire Paddy as well. Check those platforms for jobs. I have gotten a job on Jobber Man before. When I started in my early days, I've gotten a job from My Job Mag, even NG Careers. I've gotten a job. I've gotten a job from all of these job boards, honestly. Just put them on Google, search, take your time and sit down. Somebody said that applying for a job is a job on its own. The only reason why we're not getting our best is because we're not taking it as that job. We're not taking that. So start taking it as a job. In my last live session, because I usually host a co-working session, a live co-working session on YouTube, where on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, where we come live and we are working. So I'm working, doing my work for the day, and you too, wherever you are, you're doing your work, you are live with me, but you're doing your work. And then of course, if you have certain questions about your work or whatever it is that you're doing, you can ask me. And I was talking about the fact that your first job should be for yourself. Your first job is the job of getting yourself a job. So that's how you can become your first client. Take yourself as your first client. Say that, oh, I have a job right now. And who do I work for? I work for myself. How do I work for myself? I work for myself by sending in application so that I can get myself a job. These things sound very simple. This is simple now, Jen. I know I never thought about it, but it's simple. Are you sure it's going to work? Practice it first. Practice it for at least 3 months. There's no way it's not going to work. There's no way. Like 3 months is always the mark. 90 days. Do something for 90 days. Do something for 90 days. You will see. So before we move on to the next, I'm going to check if we have questions. Let me know what you think, how the class is going, what you're thinking. Are you writing? Are you getting knowledge? Like, is your mind really opening? Are you learning things that you can immediately start apply. Like after this class now, you just go and write your goals and say, you know what, all these things that Jen has said, I'm going to start applying it. Are you learning those things? Okay, let me check the comments. So Clement helped Lizzie to list out the services that I said. So calendar management, email management, video editing, course creation, presentation slides, community management, social media management, etc. Exactly, Clementina. Thank you very much. Betty says, how can we learn? You can learn through, you can self-learn. What does self-learning means? Means teaching yourself. So using videos on YouTube or using AI to teach yourself. And if you feel like you're not confident enough to teach yourself and you're not sure what you're learning, that's when you can now go and pay coaches to teach you, or better still, buy courses, whether on Udemy or Coursera. Okay, so that's how you can learn. That's how you can learn. Clementina, content assistant, research assistant, creative assistant. Yes, exactly. Thank you very much, Clementina. Victoria says, what if the services you mentioned, one has no experience or idea on how it works or how to go about it? Like travel agent, for example, one has no experience or what to do or how it works. You learn. If you want something or you like something, you don't know how to do it. What you have to do is learn. You have to learn it. You have to learn it. You can either learn for free through classes like this or YouTube videos like mine that I post, or you can use AI as well to teach you. I think maybe next week, I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure, but maybe next week, what we will do is how to use AI to teach yourself. Because I understand that as much as, yes, I know it is important for you to be able to pay coaches to teach you. It is because of how the economy is and people barely have people barely have money to feed themselves. You have to learn or know better ways you can learn. So we'll talk about, let me write it down so I don't forget. And also let me know in the comment section if you like the idea of us doing this next week Saturday. How to use AI to teach yourself. Let me know if you like the idea. Let me know if you like the idea. How to use AI to teach yourself. Teach yourself anything. We are going to go in depth on how to go about that. Different prompts, all those things. Just let me know. Dan said, what tool stroke knowledge base do I need to get started? The first thing is, what do you want to even do? What do you want to learn? You have to decide what you want to learn. If you decide what you want to learn, you can now identify the things that you need, different tools. But if you check my YouTube channel, just check my YouTube channel. I have a playlist called Virtual Assistant for Beginners. Just go and watch them. Watch them. It will give you a starting point. Yeah, just watch them. Sulia says, crystal clear. Thank you very much. Lizzie says, Facebook blocked my account because I did code reach to foreigners. Yes, maybe you are doing it too much. You see that when I was talking about Facebook, I didn't say anything about code reaching, right? You see, I didn't say anything about code reaching. So open another account if you can and limit the kind of code reach you do. Most likely, aside from the fact that you are sending a lot of messages in few seconds, you are sending so many messages. Say, for example, you're sending like 20 messages in 5 minutes. It could be that maybe you are sharing links as well. So they most likely flagged it as spam. So that's why. Brown Lucky, hi Cynthia. I see Cynthia. Hi Bestie, I'm joining from South Africa. Hi Bestie, I'm very glad that you're joining me from South Africa. How is South Africa today? Earlier today, I actually spoke with a friend. I have a friend in South Africa. Her name is Sona. She's such an amazing friend. I love her very much. So I'm glad to see you, Cynthia. Okay, I see LinkedIn optimization, 1 to 3 LinkedIn optimization. Perfect. Lizzie said, my book is full. Things I love to hear. I used to say that the issue we have is not just knowledge, it's implementing that knowledge. So once you get knowledge, the next thing is for you to implement it, because that knowledge cannot do anything for you in your head. It cannot do anything for you in your head. It can only do something for you when you implement it. So please, as you are writing, make sure that you are implementing. Okay. I asked a question that nobody has answered. Please let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know you can still hear me and you can still see me. And I also asked that next week, our master class for next week, should it be how to use AI to teach yourself anything? Let me know in the comments. AI Finance Chronicles. Hi, this is very timely. How to charge for these jobs? Yes, we are getting to that point. Don't worry. We are getting to that point, the point of how to charge. Just let me know in the comment section if you have questions, and also the topic that I am saying that we'll do next week. Let me know if that is what you want. Just comment yes or just comment AI in the comment section, and I will know that okay, yes, you are agreeing to us doing that. Okay, Dami says, I can see you and hear you. All right, perfect. Thank you very much. So I'm going to continue. Lizzie says, I can see you. All Finance says, yes. Okay, good. Now let's continue. So how to pitch to Nigerian clients if you are going to be pitching? If you're going to be reaching out to people by yourself, how do you pitch to them? Remember, again, you can pitch both virtually and physically. So that means if you know anybody around you that have shop that you can do something for them, you can go and meet them. So the first way, and then also, Cynthia, I know that I've been saying Nigeria. I mentioned earlier that you can actually tailor it to yourself. So you can do it as a South African, you can do it in your country. So everywhere you're seeing me say how to do this for Nigeria, do that for South Africa as well, right? For the job boards, just go on Google for you, go on Google and type job boards in South Africa, or just type whatever job it is that you're looking for. I'm sure that because you are in that country and your IP address is showing that country, it will show you the job boards that are in your country. So do that. Okay. Next, how to pitch to Nigerian clients. Speak their language, not corporate jargon. So depending on the kind of person you are reaching, one thing I've learned so far is to move with the kind of person that you are trying to work with. What do I mean? It means that if you are very smart and you can speak good English very well, but the person you want to work with doesn't seem to understand English very well, it means when you're speaking to them, you have to bring it down to their level, make it as simple as possible for them to understand. Because there's no way they will hire you if they don't understand what you're saying. So forget your English. If you have to speak pidgin for them to understand what you are saying, do that. If you are Igbo and it's an Igbo man you are trying to pitch to, if you have to speak Igbo for them to understand, do that. You are Yoruba, if you have to speak Yoruba for them to understand, do that. You are Hausa, if you have to speak Hausa for them to do that, do that. Whatever tribe you are in, even as a South African, if you have to speak your native language to the client for them to understand it, do that. As long as that is, maybe they speak it or that's how they sound, do that. But never lead with that, though. Never lead with that so that it doesn't look like you are trying to use language to get them to want to work with you. Okay. The next is focus on their problem, not your skills. When you are trying to work with a person, yes, you are good at what you do, and so focus on the problem that they have. What problem do they have? Say, for example, now this class that we are doing, aside from when I was giving examples and telling you what I do or what I've done for clients, did I come about and tell you, oh, this is what I do, this is what I do, these are my skills? No. I've been focusing on your own problems, the problems you have of getting a client, the problems you have of reaching clients. That's what I've been focusing on. So that's how it's supposed to be. Because if you have good enough skills, it means that you should already know how to talk about their problems and what you will do for them to help solve their problem. So take, for example, you are trying to pitch to a business owner that has a lot of engagement. Say, oh no, let me bring it home a bit. Say a shop maybe a supermarket or anything close to you. Let's say you want to go and do a physical pitching, right? And there's a supermarket close to you that don't have a social media page, or they have a social media page and their page is not doing as it's supposed to be. If you go and reach out to them, the problem you can pose to them. And when we talk about problem, sometimes these problems are not problems that they know they have. So you don't necessarily need to pose it as a problem all the time. So now a typical example is that supermarket I was talking about. It's possible that maybe they have a lot of customers coming in. So you can't tell them that they have a problem of not getting customers. That's going to shoot yourself at the foot. So instead, what you should pose it as is they have a lot of customers, fine. But do they know that they can actually have more customers by expanding on social media? And then they tell you, oh, we have a social media. Yes, you have a social media, but there are a lot of things that you can do. For example, I can do this for you. No, for example, these are things you can do. If you do this, you do that, you do this, more people can buy from you. Even people that are not in your location can buy from you. All you have to do is ship it. So you see that you are showing them what they are missing out on. So a problem can be something that the client is facing or something that the client is missing out on. So show them, and then once you show them what they are missing out on, it interests them, and then you can tell them, oh, this is what I do this. Show them examples. Make sure that you have an example. One thing that can help you when you are pitching is if you already have an example of what you can do for them. You can even go as far as, say, if you are pitching yourself as a video editor, or you are pitching yourself as somebody that is going to manage your social media, you can go as far as already creating maybe 1 or 2 content or even 3 content and show them, oh, this is what I did for you. So this is the kind of thing that I will be doing for you. You see that you focused on their problem now, not your skills, because again, your skills will eventually show after you've shown them what you can do for them in terms of their problem. Then another thing, show proof, even small wins. After showing them the work that you've done for them, show them the work you've done for other people. Now, one question you want to ask me is, Jen, what if I've not worked with somebody before? I always say that experience is proof of work, not proof that you've gotten paid before. And that's why I also say that you are your first client. So if you want to be a social media virtual assistant, it means that you should already be a social media virtual assistant for yourself. If you want to be a video editing assistant or a video editor, it means that you should already be a video editor for yourself. Now you can say, oh, but Jen, I'm scared of camera. I don't want to show my camera. I don't want to be the personal brand. Okay. There are different means of creating content. There are different means of doing social media management for yourself. I mean, that is why you're a social media manager. You know that there are different types of content. So create that. For the video editors, you can say, okay, how do I now create? Mix different videos. Find B-rolls, different stock images or stock videos. Shoot different things and edit them together. Let your page serve as your portfolio. Now, let me tell you a secret about why I started YouTube. The major secret about why I started YouTube in the first place, before it eventually became like this, my major reason for starting video editing was because I wanted my YouTube to be my portfolio. I told you guys that I can write scripts, right? So if I eventually say I want to go into YouTube management, I want to go into YouTube script writing, all I need to send to a potential client is my YouTube channel. If I send them my YouTube channel, they come into my YouTube and see the way my videos are, the way my videos are structured, the way my profile, there's no way they will not come and give me that job. So you see that I have never worked for a client before as a YouTube manager, but I can say that I have the experience. Why? Because I am doing it for myself. Now, another example. When I was in school, I had a blog. I used to write because I like to learn new things. And when I learn new things, I like to share about it. So it's not even today I started this thing. I've started this thing long time ago, where if I learn something, I want to share it for free. I didn't even know you could charge for things like this. So I started creating blog posts From having a blog, I now eventually had a Facebook page for my blog. So if I post on my blog, I'll go and post on Facebook so that people can come to my blog. Guess what? When I was now looking for my first job, do you know that I used my blog as my experience? In fact, for my first 3 or 4 years of no, not 3 or 4 years, 2 to 3 years of being a virtual assistant, my blog was on my experience list. Virtual assistant, name of my blog. Content writer, name of my blog. Will you say that is a lie? No, that's not a lie. Why? Because I actually did the job. I was creating content. I was posting. I was showing up for my blog. Even if I was doing it for myself and I was not getting paid, that's experience. What I'm saying is experience is not a proof of payment. It's a proof of work, not a proof of, oh, I've gotten paid for this job before. You just need to know how to do the thing and how to do it consistently. That's why, again, I say you should be your first client. Start taking yourself seriously and doing things for yourself. Because if you do things for yourself, it's going to be easy for you to do for others. I had my first Instagram client was when I was 179 followers. Right now, I'm on 12.2K followers. But I got my first client when I was 179 followers. I did not even think, I thought maybe I will start getting clients on Instagram when I get to like 1,000 or 2,000 followers. But I got my first when I was 179. And do you know why she said she hired me? She said she was seeing how I was showing up for myself. So if I can show up myself like that, it means I can show up for somebody else. So you need to start showing up for yourself. Start treating yourself like your first client to build experience. Now, do not be waiting for you to get your first job before you can say you're building experience. Build experience for yourself. And the reason why most of us don't think our experience for ourselves is good enough is because you don't take it seriously. You let yourself go easily. If you make a mistake, or say, for example, you plan that you're going to show up for yourself 5 times in a week, you don't show up for yourself 5 times in a week, you let yourself go like that. Or you're supposed to show up today, you feel tired, so you don't show up. No. My goal for YouTube for the next 3 months is come live 4 times in a week. So on Monday, our co-working session. On Tuesday, okay, first things first, my goal is showing up on YouTube every day of the week, so 7 days in a week. How do I do that? On Monday is our co-working session. On Tuesday, I'm posting a video. On Wednesday is our co-working session. On Thursday, I'm posting a video. On Friday is our co-working session. On Saturday is our masterclass session. On Sunday, I'm posting a video. That's 7 times. And guess what? On Friday, which was yesterday, I had a speaking engagement with somebody on TikTok. So I was not able to show up live here by 10 o'clock because we usually start our live by 10. That's the co-working session, 10 a.m. I was not able to show up. I finished that live on TikTok by, I think, 12 o'clock or past 12. I would have easily given up because, after all, it's myself. Why should I show up? But no, because I'm committed to myself and I am my first client. I showed up that 12 o'clock and I was live till past 2. And that's how some of you found me. Jennifer found me yesterday. I think Chioma as well found me yesterday. Like 3 people found me yesterday on my live. So just imagine that I did not now show up. It means that Jennifer wouldn't have been able to, we wouldn't have found each other. Chioma wouldn't have found me as well. And this week, I showed up consistently. Like I have a board where I write every week. I'm noting the things that I did. I'm scoring myself. Okay, I scored this. So that is how you should take it. That's how you should do for yourself. If you take yourself seriously enough, when you're talking about your experiences, and you can boldly say, oh yes, I have experience in being a video editor or being a DM manager or being this because I did it for myself. Because you showed up like you would have showed up for an actual client that is paying you. Okay? Another way to pitch to Nigerian clients, be specific about what you will do. Tell them in plain terms what you are going to do. Do not be speaking industry jargon and be speaking English here and there. You are the only person that know all this big English. Clients just want to know what you can do for them. If you can do what you are saying you can do for them, that's just it. They just want to know. So simply put it out there. Then price appropriately for the market. Oh my God. I was speaking to a friend of mine some days ago, and we're talking about um the issue we think that most people have when it comes to pricing. Sometimes you put a high price tag for something that you know you cannot do very well, or something you know that you will still need a lot of corrections on, simply because a lot of people say they are earning a lot of money from that fee. No. And then also sometimes we want to charge a Nigerian client the way we charge a client abroad. Think about the economy, how it is. The overall rule of putting a price tag on your services, the first things first, think about the years or the months you used to learn that skill, you used to master that skill. Then think about all the things that you are having to put in place to make that job that you want to do for them work. Then number 3, think about the price that you have paid. In case maybe you bought courses to learn it, think about the prices you've paid for those courses. And if you learn for free, think about the price you paid for those data. And then lastly, think about the profits you want to earn. So it's the same way a product business owner will cost their products, with thinking of different things like transportation, and all of that. Think of it that way and then price it. Okay. Then lastly, follow up. Follow up. Following up is key. Some people will feel like, oh no, I don't want to follow up so I don't look like I'm being pushy. Oh no, I don't want to follow up because the person is not answering me. I don't want to look like a fool. Please, you are the one that needs the job. Follow up. Look like a fool if you have to, as long as you get the job. A lot of times, right? The reason why somebody is not getting back to you or not responding to you is not because they don't want to respond to you. It could be that they forgot. Number 2, it could be that they are not sure if they should make the decision or they should not make the decision. But your follow-up can actually now make them decide that, you know what, because this person is following up, I'm going to work with them instead. Sometimes it could be that they are trying to talk to a friend or they're trying to talk to their partner to decide if they should do it or not. So your following up is going to fasten the process. It could also be that they forgot. They've forgotten. They have so many things that they are doing. So follow up. I've gotten a job simply because I followed up consistently. Like I followed up so much. The client had to tell me, okay, Jen, you are very resilient. I'm going to hire you. So everything I tell you, it is not something I read somewhere. It is not something I watched somewhere. It is something that I have lived. I have been a virtual assistant for 9 years. So I have different experiences with different clients over time. Whatever it is that you think that you are facing, I most likely have faced it. Is it the time where where I was feeling sad, or where I was feeling depressed, or where I was feeling incompetent, or where I was having low self-esteem? Think about it. I have faced all of them. And that's one of the reasons, or one of the ways I teach. I always teach from my experience, so that if I'm telling you you can do it, I'm not just trying to motivate you. You can do it because I know that you can do it. I have come from that place before. Okay. Now let me check if we have any questions or whatever um in the DM. Okay, Lizzie, I can hear you. Thank you. Caleb says we can hear and see you. Thank you so much. Omo Pariola, so sorry if I'm not mentioning your name correctly. Says I have a lot to learn in your channel. Yes, there's so much you can learn. I have so much passion, so I can't wait for you to learn everything. Lizzie says our masterclass should be how to pitch to business owners and how to learn with AI. So the reason why I don't want to teach pitching yet, I see that we have a lot of beginners or a lot of people that want to learn, right? So I think we should start with learning first before we go into pitching, because if you don't have this your skill, or if you don't know anything, what do you want to pitch? So Lizzie, that is actually 2 topics in that your suggestion. That's 2 topics. So we're going to pick the first one, which is how to learn with AI, and then next is going to be how to pitch. Don't worry. I'm going to create like a library of our masterclass topics, and yeah. Clementina says masterclass can be how to use AI to teach oneself. Yes. Yeah, I think that is going to. Lizzie says how to learn with AI. Shoma says true. Thank you very much. Lizzie says if I want to be a content creator for a brand, do I start recording myself on their page, or I request their videos and post in their page, or do I have to write about the brand every day? Okay, if you are trying to get, that means what? So what you're trying to say is you are trying to get the brand to notice you to be their content creator. Is that it? Lizzie, let me know if that is what you mean. Um, let me know if that's what you mean. To increase their visibility. Let me know if that is what you mean. You can, yeah, start by creating content about their business or about their brand creatively in different ways, and then reach out to them. It's important to reach out to them. And you also have to have been creating content on your page as well on for other things, so that if they eventually get your page, they will see other things you can do as well. They will see that you've been creating content on different things. They can see how confident in camera you are. So I believe part of the reasons, aside from visibility, part of the reasons why a client will want to hire, or a business owner will want to hire somebody to create content for them, is how confident they are in camera to talk about things, so that you can talk about their business or their product, right? So do that a lot. Another thing you can do, who knows, you can get lucky, be tagging them to all your videos as you are creating content about their brand, about their business. Be creating content about their videos. Another thing that you can do that most people do until they go viral, you know how some content creators, they'll create a content to say, oh, this is their dream brand, they want to work with their dream brand, so somebody please tag their dream brand, and then you tag them. You can do that. It is the version of that thing I talked about, LinkedIn, where you can come out and say you're looking for a job and all. That's the version you can use for Instagram. Okay. Let me know if that answers your question, Choma. I'm sorry, Lizzie. Okay, Dan says AI, please. Okay, yeah, it's been settled. We are going to be, that's what we are going to be doing next week, Saturday by 4 p.m. We are going to be talking on how to use AI to teach yourself anything so that you can elevate your life. Yeah, that's what we are going to do. All right, let's continue. I have a DM template here for those of us that want to do pitching. Maybe you already have your skill, you want to pitch. I have a template you can use. Hi name, so the name of the person or the name of the brand. If it's a brand you are reaching out to, so you don't know their name, you can just write hi team, so that whoever it is that you are reaching out to, or stroke ma, in case it's a man or a woman, right? I've been following your brand and I love what you are building with. Specific thing you noticed. So say for example now, if you want to pitch to me, I'm not saying you should pitch to me, oh, but if you want to pitch to me, you can say, hi Jen, I've been following your brand and I love what you are building with the Saturday School on YouTube. You see that's, you are calling a specific thing, or your co-working live session. So call something specific that shows that indeed you have been following their brand and you have interest in their brand. Then you say, I notice you are doing X manually, whatever it is that you are doing manually, or you're posting inconsistently, whatever it is. I help business owners like you solve that problem so you can focus on what you care about. Simple. Again, if you are pitching, if you're pitching to a business like mine, hi Jen, I've been following your brand and I love what you're building with Saturday School. I noticed you, a problem you can say you are noticing is, I notice you maybe don't have a landing page where people can show interest in Saturday School or join Saturday School. I noticed that you don't have a system that announces Saturday School early enough, because if you have actually noticed, I post about Saturday School like 2 hours before Saturday School. That's when I post about it. Whereas I could have been posting about it like through the week, so that a lot more people can know about it and register ahead of time. So you can say, oh, I noticed this thing. And then you go ahead and say, I help business owners or creators like you solve that problem. That is, create like a system that helps you advertise early and also gather the leads of people that are interested in your masterclass. So you can focus on just showing up in the masterclass. Would you be open to a quick chat about how I can support you? You see that I have shown what a person that is most likely pitching to me can share to me that will interest me. Again, like I said, you don't have to pitch, don't pitch it to me. Oh, I already know what my problem is, and I've already started working on a way to fix it so that I can get better with my advertising and other things. And then, of course, I have people that are available to work with me as well. But you see how practical it is. That is how your pitching should be. So please take note. Make sure that you are deeply interested. I think that one thing that is lacking right now is passion. A lot of people do not have passion. They just do things because they want the money. Money is important. Yes, money is cool. But please add passion to it, because that is what a lot of business owners are looking for. So if you have passion, they will want to work with you and work with you for long term, because they see that you have passion. It's not just about the money for you. And one thing I feel like happens is when there's passion, money will follow. Like money will always follow. Now, how to price for Nigerian clients, like we're saying. These are just suggestions, please. Do not take my word for it. Do not say, oh, because Jen said it, that's it. These are just suggestions. So you can now decide what works for you. I've already always said before that there's something called non-negotiable fee. So you can have your fee and then a non-negotiable fee. Have a fee and non-negotiable fee. So your fee is what you like to be paid for the job that you feel like you are worth, what you are worth to be paid. Then your non-negotiable fee is, okay, oh, bad as a bad, this is the lowest I can collect. This is the lowest fee I can get. That's what it is. So now for social media, there is pricing between 30K to 50K if you are in the 30K to 100K, or better still, let's even increase it from 50K to 150K as a beginner. So you can say your non-negotiable fee is 30K or 50K. What you like to be paid is 100K or 150K as a beginner. Then another system that you can also do is, if let's say what you want to be charged, what you would like to be paid is 150K, and the client is telling you, oh, what I have is just 50K, or what I have is just 70K. You see that falls within your non-negotiable fee. So what you can now say is, okay, no problem, I can do it, but this is how I will do it. If on a normal day your 150K charge is for 5 posts per week, or 7 posts per week, you can reduce it to 3 posts per week. Tell them, okay, for 70K, I can do 3 posts per week for you. You see that even if the fee is low, even if it's not what you want to collect, you found a way to make it work. Because again, they are paying for your expertise and for your time. So that means if the 150K was supposed to cover 5 posts per week, the time you are using to do 5 posts per week, it makes sense to reduce it, because now you are just doing 3 posts per week. So that time has reduced. So 70K actually still works for it, right? Next is virtual assistants part-time. So whether it's just to manage somebody's email, or just to manage their calendar, or whatever service you are offering them, you can do between 40K to 80K, or 100K, or even 120K, because it is part-time. So what I mean by part-time is, as a maybe somebody that maybe the service you're offering is just calendar management. It means that the only thing you need to do for them is get what their schedule is for the week, spend like 2 hours or 3 hours filling up their calendar, and that's the only thing you are doing. So it means you're working with them just 3 hours in the week. You have time to do other things. So it justifies whatever low fee is in quotes. And another thing I want you guys to know is, the beauty of working remotely or working as a freelancer is that you can work with more than one client. And people are making a lot of money majorly because they are working with more than one client. So some people are working with 2 clients, 3 clients, 4 clients. That is why they are making so much money. The plenty money is not necessarily from just one client. So always think of it from that angle as well. Virtual assistants full-time, whatever it is that you are doing, whatever services that you're offering, it can be between 100K to 200K or 300K or 400K, depending on the kind of business. Another thing you should also know is a business that is doing, say, 1 million naira every month, or 2 million naira every month, or 3 million naira every month, cannot pay you the same fee that a business that is doing 10 million naira every month can pay you. So think of those things before you judge certain business owners that are offering you certain price. If the price doesn't work with you, don't work with them instead. Don't work with them instead. Okay, so that is where knowing your clients comes in. Knowing your clients very well coming is so important. Content creation, especially as a small content creator that is just starting out, you can do 20K to 50K or 50K to 100K. The secret or the source is in the deliverables. Now, for 20K, you can say 20K is one video per month. You're creating just one video for them per month, or just 2 videos per month. For the 50K, you can say you're doing just 2 videos per month or 3 videos per month. It is always in the deliverable. Think of it from that. Customer support, you can do between 70K to 120K or 150K as a beginner. Admin support, the same thing. You can do between 60K to 100K or 150K. It is all in the deliverables. One thing you can always negotiate, if let's say you have a price and the client is not agreeing, one thing you can always negotiate is the deliverables or the number of hours you are going to be available. If your price or what you like to be paid is 200K for you to be available 40 hours a week, and they say, oh, what I have is 100K, cut that hours. Okay, no problem. For that your 100K, we can do 20 hours a week. I'll be showing up for you 20 hours a week. Start where you are, raise as you grow. Don't undersell, but be realistic. This one is very, very key. The fact that you're starting with 50K right now does not mean that that's where you're going to be at all. I'll give you a story, another story. There was this client I was working with at the time. She had reached out to me first about social media, managing her social media. I told her that, okay, well, my charges started from 50K. This was, I think, 2023. That my charges started at 50K. She now said, okay, no problem. When she now eventually reached out to me to work with me as a virtual assistant, and I was doing DM management, I was researching content for her, I was managing her community and everything. Okay, no, not 50K, 55K. I was managing her community and everything. She did not ask me what my charge is for that particular service. By month end, I just saw a 55K alert as salary. I was like, okay. What I now did was, because I am always one, because I'm passionate and I love what I'm doing, and this is a life path for me, not a side hustle, I gave myself 3 months with her. Like, I was going to do such amazing work for her, give her amazing results, then I will now come and tell her my price, such that she cannot say no to me. Guess what? If she had asked me what my price was from the beginning, I would have told her 120K. But after 3 months, when she saw the results I was doing, and I told her, oh, 55K is actually not my price. So she was like, oh, no problem. That she was actually planning to increase my fee. That's how I went from 55K to 200K per month. That means that if by that first month that she sent me 55K, I got upset and told her, oh no, this is not my fee, I'm not going to work with you, or I insisted that she would pay me 100K or 120K, that I would have never had the opportunity to be getting paid 200K. And from that particular client, I got 2 extra clients because she recommended me to people in our circle that saw what she was doing and they wanted to work with the person that was helping them with it. So do not think, oh, because you're charging low right now or you're getting paid low right now, that's what is going to be it for you. No, it is over time. You think about the fact that you are going to meet more people, you're going to learn, that person can even recommend you. And the fact that that person is recommending you does not mean that it's the same price that they are paying you, that the person that are recommending you to pay you. That person can even pay you higher. So always play the long-term goal. Always play the long-term goal. Now, mistakes to avoid: pitching without researching the business first. You have to research the business. It's so important. Know the business. Being too generic. Now, we see a lot of templates application or pitching templates everywhere, which is not bad. But one thing I need you to do is not copy and paste. Do not copy and you see these templates that I shared with you. Don't just copy and paste. Make sure you applied yourself. You see how I applied myself as somebody that was pitching to me. Do not copy and paste, please. Do not copy and paste. Undervaluing yourself from day one. Oh, I'm a beginner. Oh, I don't know so much. Oh, I'm not sure if I can do it, but let me try. No person want to hire somebody that is not sure of themselves. You have to be sure of yourself. Even if you're not sure, pretend you're sure and figure it out along the way. That's why it's important to be a part of a community. That's why it's important to be a part of a community. I have a WhatsApp channel. That one is free as well, where I share motivation, share tips, share different things. Just click the link in my description box. You'll see the link to the WhatsApp channel so that you join. Because if you are in the midst of where you are receiving inspiration, you are receiving motivation, you can, talk to somebody. That's why I also do my live sessions, all these one-on-one live sessions, all these co-working sessions. You come there. If you're having self-doubt, come and ask questions. But you need to look the part before you become the part. Then not following up after initial contact. That is a mistake to avoid. If you drop a message, follow up. Or if you meet people, let's say you go you network, you go for events and you meet a new person, follow up. People these days are so scared. I don't even know how to put it, of connecting with people. Why are you scared of connecting with people? It is people that are the stepping stones to success. It is people that will introduce you to people. I have a lot of mentees that have jobs right now because I recommended them to people. And people are recommending me to people because I've done great jobs for them, because I've done great things for them as well. So please be open to meeting new people, be open to connecting. I was telling Cynthia now that before this live session started, I was on a call with a friend of mine from South Africa. How did I meet her? We used to work for a client together on Upwork. We were in the same team and we connected. How did we even start talking? We still have each other on WhatsApp. In fact, it had been such a long time that I heard from her. But when I posted a WhatsApp status, she commented on it. I was like, oh my God, so nice, it's been a while. And we decided that, okay, you know what, let's schedule a call to talk. And we talked now. And from that conversation, I learned so many things. I got a lot of encouragement for so many things. And we decided that, you know what, twice in a month, we are going to be meeting on Google Meet to just share different things, what we are working on and all that. Now, imagine if she ever has like she ever has an opportunity that allows her to recommend people. Is she not going to recommend me? She'll recommend me because we are together. So that is very important. Another mistake to avoid is expecting instant results. I don't even fault anybody. I think I have this issue as well. Social media has made it look like if you try something today, it has not started working next week, it means that you're not doing well or you're getting a poor result. No. A lot of people's results you are seeing right now, they've been doing it for a long time. I told you guys, I've been a virtual assistant for 9 years. You don't know me from my 9 years ago. You know me now that look whatever it is that I look right now. So do not expect instant results. You just need to enjoy, fall in love with the process of you getting there. Have a goal in mind. Know that, okay, indeed, I want to get to this point and I know that I'm going to get to this point. So I'm going to continue doing until I get to this point. Then again, stop ignoring your existing network. I told you that the fact that people in your network or your colleagues and all that, they cannot pay you, does not mean you will not introduce yourself to them with what you do. They will know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can hire you. So don't ignore your network. And yeah, that is everything. Every week, we used to give assignments, right? This is your 7-day action plan. This is your assignment for this week. The first thing is to optimize your Instagram and LinkedIn, everything we've talked about. If you missed out on certain things I talked about, just watch the replay. The replay is going to be on my YouTube, so just watch the replay. So optimize your Instagram and LinkedIn profiles. Make a list of 20 Nigerian businesses you would love to work with. If you are in South Africa or any other country, make a list of those people that you want to work with. Then start engaging with their content genuinely. genuinely, like you really love what they are doing, make sure you're connecting with people that you really love what they are doing. Okay. Then you can start sending DMs. Maybe by the end of next week, by the end of next week, or by the end of next 2 weeks. Remember, I said it's a 2 weeks plan when it comes to cold reaching them. Then another thing that is not here is join those Facebook groups. Facebook groups, go and join them. Remember how I looked for groups right now? Go and join them. Another thing, reach out to people in your network. Go and post on your WhatsApp to say, oh, my name is, I want to introduce myself. My name is this. I do this. These are the kind of clients I work with. If you know anybody that needs this, please reach out to me. And do that every week. If you are desperate to get a client, do that every week. Okay? And then send follow-up messages. The people that you have already reached out to that are not responding, send follow-up messages. Even if you don't get a response, be sending follow-up messages. Be sending follow-up messages. Just be doing that. Then over time, you'll be able to now see the things that are working and the things that are not working. Okay. This is just a quick recap of everything I was talking about. Nigerian clients can be your stepping stone to international work. You can find them on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, a lot of places, even events. Don't forget your existing clients, like I mentioned. Pitch with specificity, not generic templates. Don't just copy and paste what ChatGPT gave you just like that. Tweak it. Don't just copy and paste the template I gave you. Tweak it. Make it work for you and for the kind of clients that you're reaching out to. Then price fairly, yes, but don't undersell yourself. If a client is reaching out for 30K and you genuinely cannot do 30K because it doesn't make sense, but think about it, you're going to buy data, then don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say because I said, oh, there's nothing wrong with charging small since you are going to grow. No. Make sure that you are charging exactly what is going to be worth your time. Okay? Except it's something that you are fine with. Then start immediately. After this call, go and write down everything you learn and everything you want to achieve or how you want to go about achieving all these things immediately. Okay? All right. So this is everything. If you have questions, drop it. I will now start actively taking questions. This is 5:47. So we're going to take questions from now till say 5:50 or 5:55 before we end the live session. But I hope you've gotten value because I really put my heart into this. I really came here to tell you exactly. Honestly, if you had paid for this masterclass, this is exactly what I will teach you. So don't say because it is free, it's not value, right? Everything you've written, please start to implement it. Give yourself a goal moving forward. I wish I could show you my board right now, but my board is full of what my goal is, what I want to achieve in the next 3 months. So please set your goal. Okay. Let me check the comment section again. AI Finance Chronicle say for social media management, is the 100K per month for one platform or for all the platforms? It's for one platform now. It's for one platform. The best you can do is, let's say, in case they are telling you, but it's the same post you are going to be posting on the other platform now. The best you can do is 2 platforms. So maybe Instagram and Facebook, because you can just auto post, or Instagram and TikTok, because the video you post on Instagram, you can post it on TikTok. But do not do more than 2 platforms. Okay. Miss Comfy say, hi Jen, I'm honestly feeling discouraged. I've spent months applying for VA roles, improving my CV and LinkedIn, sending cold emails, attending trainings and following up. I recently completed a rigorous 4-week VA training. After a long application process, we were told we'll be added to a job pool, but nothing has come from it despite following up. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if I'm doing something wrong and if virtual assistance is really for me. How do you stay motivated when you've done all you know to do, but the results still aren't showing? Okay, how you stay motivated to continue even if results aren't showing is, first things first, have a goal in mind. I know that it seems easy to say, like, oh, Jen, you're just saying it because you have beat it. No, have a goal. So I have the mentee I said got a job from Facebook groups. I don't know if she's here. Vivian, please, if you are here, let me know in the comments. She was looking for a job for 7 months. We started we she enrolled one-on-one mentorship with me, right? and we finished our mentorship, I think, in October or November last year. And from that time, she was looking for a job. But she got her first job in July. Yeah, beginning of July. So imagine from September till now. But guess what? She did not stop, even though it was so discouraging. She even had to, she quit her 9 to 5 job. She said, Jen, I am going to make it in this remote work. I must make it in this remote work. Whatever it takes. She kept learning. She's applying, she's not getting, but she was learning. But imagine all the things that she learned. Oh, apply here, or use Upwork, or send your CV, do your resume. Guess where she found a job? In a Facebook group. So what I'm saying is, the fact that you're doing all of these things does not mean that it doesn't make sense. Just continue showing up, because the place that will give you a job, you most likely have not tried it before. Have you tried a Facebook group before? And your cold pitching or your cold emailing, how have you been doing it? How have you been going about it? The things that you have learned, the way you've been applying for your jobs, how have you been applying for the jobs? What extra way are you doing? If, let's say, the reason why I said that applying for a job is a job, or your job is to get yourself a job, is as an employee, you'll be thinking of different ways you can achieve results for your client, right? Take for example, I'm applying for jobs. I keep applying for jobs. The normal way I apply for job is, oh, I send an email. In the email, there's my cover letter, there's my resume and my portfolio, and then I reach out. I've been doing that consistently. It's not working. How about, okay, you know what? In my next set of applications, I'm going to do a video introduction of myself instead. So that means you are sending a video introduction with your resume, with your portfolio. You try that for a while, it doesn't work. Okay, you know what? Now I know what I want to do for these people. Aside from my video introduction, my resume, my portfolio, I want to do a screen recording of what I can do for them. The strategy that I have for them that can work. Walk them through everything. You apply it. Now tell me, Miss Comfy, these ways I've just mentioned, have you done that? In your course of application, have you sent a video introduction? In your course of application, have you sent like a tailored strategy, screen recording to the clients you're applying for? Let me know in the comment section. The reason why I'll tell you the reason why I'm asking you this question at the end of once you let me know. But let me know in the comment section. Miriam says, thank you so much for this video. I'm a content creator too, but based on the way you've taught me here, what kind of content do I post on social media to get clients? All right, Mariam, first things first, what kind of content do you create? What kind of content creator are you? You have to tell me, there has to be like the kind of content creator you are first before we can determine the kind of content you should create. And if you don't have like a what's it called, a niche or a team, you can just create content about the things you like. Create content about the things you like. So an example is, oh, how you spent your Saturday. We started this session by what, 4 o'clock? It's almost 6 o'clock. You can create content on how you spent your Saturday. Oh, you are somebody that is invested in learning, improving yourself. I joined this masterclass on YouTube. This is the reason why I joined the masterclass, the things that I learned, how I'm going to be using it to improve my life. That's the content. Then, if you now decide that based on the things that we talked about, you want to take it up and do all of those things we talked about, you can now create content surrounding that. Say, oh, I've made up my mind that in the next 3 months I'm going to get a job. So day one of trying to get a job, or because maybe you are creating content so that you can get brands to reach out to you, you can start creating content around how you would shoot a content for this particular brand, or the products that you use in your house, why you bought them, your favorite things about using them, your favorite things about buying them, and how you use them. That's a lot of content. It is the way you talk about those content or those products, the way you position those products, that will now determine how whether people will reach out to you. So post a lot of those content, different types of content consistently. Then once you say get to 1,000 followers, you can start reaching out to brands. When people talk about brand working with brands, they think brands only reach out to you. No, you can reach out to brands as well. You reach out to brands as well. The way people apply for jobs, you can reach out to brands as well, right? Just make sure that you've posted consistently. Your videos are good enough, okay? Your videos are good enough. You show up well, and yeah. Okay, Miss Comfy say yes to some of them. Some of them, not all of them. So I'm going to say that keep improving yourself, keep showing up as much as you can until something happens. Yes, it's discouraging, but it's going to work. Those things I talked about today, how to get Nigerian clients, start applying them. Maybe I don't know how you focus or what you've been focusing on, but think of, you said to some of them, so only some of them. The remaining ones you've not applied, try to apply them and see how that is going to go for yourself. But things are going to work for you. Watch people that seem to be doing well, people that create actual content, not just people that create content about the money they make and all that. No, it's not just that. People that talk about their struggles, people that talk about struggles, how they overcame the struggles, people that talk about the business of virtual assistants. One thing I'm going to do is, aside from teaching content, I'm going to also share motivational videos and inspiring content as well, just so that you have something that you are, holding on to. I'm going to try as much as possible to share those kind of content. Another thing also is for you to have somebody you're talking to, join communities, join this live session every Saturday, join my co-working session on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Just be in the vicinity where inspiration is. It's going to help you to continue to show up. But I'm not going to tell you to stop. Don't stop, please. Don't stop. Don't stop. The reason why I'm saying this is there is now the saturation that exists, right? It's not a saturation of, oh, people are not going to hire you as a virtual assistant anymore. It is a saturation of more people now know that there is remote work. So it's going to be difficult. That means you need to work times harder. Take, for example, now, let's say you live in a community where there is no water, right? Or there's no clean water. Let's say there's no clean water. There are taps, there are boreholes and all that, but there is no clean water. And you now find a place where there's clean water. That's the only place there is clean water in that community. And almost every day, new people are finding out that place. So, but at the time where you found it, it was easy for you to get water. All you just need to do is go to that place, fetch your water, and go, right? But 1 week later, 10 more people have found out about that place. So that means that if you go, you will still fetch water. But before, if you go immediately, you fetch water immediately. But right now, it will take a little time, but you fetch water. In a month's time, 100 people now discover that place. You will see that, yes, you will go, but you will fetch water rather, but it will take time. Why? Because 100 people have discovered that place. Then over time, almost all the people in the village find the place. It means that if you want to get your water early, you need to go early as possible. If before you can just stroll there by 12 p.m., now you most likely have to go there by 3 a.m., go and queue to get water. That is what is happening in the remote job workspace. So it does not mean that there are no jobs. It just means that there are now more people competing for that jobs. So you have to work 10 times harder for you to get that job. It does not mean that people are not hiring, just that more people are now competing. More people have now been exposed to remote work and they want to work remotely like you. So that means you need to keep applying. So imagine the scenario of what I gave you. Will you now say, because there is no because there are a lot of people, will you say there's no water? No, there's water, just that there are now more people. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Miss Comfy. I hope that answers your question. Lizzie says I can't find the link. Okay, let me see if I can find the link myself. Let me get the link for you. I hope you can still see me because copy link. Okay, cool. Okay, I've posted the link. Yeah, so that's the WhatsApp channel. You can join the WhatsApp channel. It's 6 o'clock, so we're done. If you have more questions, you can leave it in the replay of this video. I will respond. Or join the Monday co-working session to ask your questions, or wait till our next question, to our next masterclass rather. That is next week Saturday by 4 p.m. Okay, let's stay connected. If you are not subscribed, please click the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, show me love, let me know if you had a good time, let me know if you enjoyed this session. If you feel like it, you can also post about it on your WhatsApp, tag my YouTube channel so that people can join. You can share the replay to your friends. You can watch the replay as much as you want. It is free, it is available. But thank you very much for your support. If you want to reach out to me personally, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Jen the Virtual Assistant. Just reach out to me on Instagram. Tell me that you are from YouTube, and then ask whatever question you want to ask. If you cannot wait for next week. Our Saturday school is every Saturday. Like I said, it's completely free. We're doing this. I don't have any intention to sell anything to you. So don't say, oh, Jen is doing this because she wants to sell. No, this is completely free. All I just need you to do is make sure that you are subscribed, share the video to as much people as possible. Share my YouTube channel. When you see my videos as well, comment, like, just find a way to support me by engaging on my content, and I will definitely continue to do what I am doing. But thank you so much for your time, for the 2 hours of your time. I had such an amazing time. Thank you for joining, and thank you for engaging as well. Thank you for asking your question. I think Choma says, thank you for this insight section. How can we apply virtual assistant to companies in the construction industry that are not social media oriented but that have their own niche clients? Unfortunately, we are done with this. Maybe if we meet again next week Saturday or Monday during our live session, 10 a.m., you can join. We will answer this question. But I'm already done. I have another engagement I need to go and attend to. Once this video has finished processing, it's going to be showing on YouTube, so you can watch it again in case you miss it. Please, your assignments, next week, you come and tell me the things that you did. You come and tell me the things that you did next week. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let me take a quick picture. Because I had a good time, and I am so grateful to you guys for showing up. Thank you for showing up for me. I hope you learned something. I learned from you as well. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you so much. I am grateful. It was such an insightful session, and I can't wait to do this with you again. All right, guys. Thank you, and I will see you on YouTube. I am posting another content. I'm posting a video tomorrow. So, yeah. Bye, guys. See you next week.